Now y'all know I'm from the bro, deep south Mississippi. I done been to many crawfish boys. I ain't never in my life seen somebody eat the armor off one of them boys. Now when you in the bathroom having barred bowel movements and you pooping pine cones and thorny turds, don't act surprised.
Did Bobby Altoff's career just end? Did Aiden Ross go too far this time? And is Jack Doherty going to jail?
Has anybody told you that they proud of you lately, fam? I'm proud of you. Especially if you're trying, man. That's the hardest part. Keeping going on them days where it just feel like you're not getting nowhere, man. You know, you putting in all this effort and you're trying to take steps in the right direction, but it just don't seem like you getting any closer. And life keep throwing them hooks at you, bro. And your weave game ain't on its best at the moment, you know. But you got to know when to switch it up and alter your plan of action to get to where you're trying to go. I remember when I first started, I was in middle school and I took so many paths to get where I am today. And there was so many times where I was like, man, I don't know if I'm good enough or if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. Because all I wanted to do in my life was help people, make them feel better. You know what I'm saying? And whole time I was just not using my greatest gift, which was my voice. I was quiet for all those years that I did content. I finally spoke and I've been able to help way more people, man. It just gives me a nourishment that I can't get anywhere else, man. So keep going, man. I'm rooting for you.
When you tell someone you have a bad headache and they say, have you tried drinking water?
Okay, but answer the question though. Did you drink some water? Because that actually do fix the problem most of the time. Did you drink some water, though? Piss be looking like expired apple juice, but you mad I said drink some water.
I just want to know, what do this say?
Well, you know, based off the name, that's them niggas. And they make Italian food. And shoot, with a name like that, I'm pretty sure them niggas make some good Italian food. You know, there's this Razor scooter out there that I really got beef with, and I think you'd be the perfect person to teach him a lesson. That man warm-up was probably walking across a bed of Legos, bro. But I'm not gonna lie, that's impressive that you got your bone that strong where you could just kick metal in like that, fam. Definitely gonna feel that in about 30 years, though.
Oh, there it goes.
High-stakes Jenga. Man, I ain't no expert in construction or nothing, but I just feel like that's not supposed to happen even in those conditions. But like the job site got attacked by Angry Birds, man. Could you imagine coming in to work and the work that you already did gone?
With this biscuit. Oh, y'all see the honey on the biscuit?
Brother, did you even taste it? You put that biscuit in your mouth like you was putting a tape in a VCR. Look like that brother trying to deep sea fish from the interstate. That man casting across state lines, boy. Them joints going straight to Bikini Bottom. And Mr. Krabs told SpongeBob and them about them hooks.
In a black family, something between 6 and 7 is the bar.
Oh yeah, he ain't lying, boy. You go to a black barbecue and find anything lighter than a 5, it ain't get taken off the grill. It escape. And what don't make sense is I don't even like hot dogs like that. But when I was a kid, they used to always be like, the hot dogs for the kids and then everything else for the adults. Like kids can't like ribs. That don't even make sense, fam. But I tell you what, man, they be overcooking them hot dogs, bro. I went to a public barbecue one time at a park, man. Found a hot dog so black when I dropped it and it started rolling across the street, the police stopped it for jaywalking.
I want to show y'all how bell pepper's supposed to be and all the shrimp in there.
All right. I ain't gonna stop your grand uncle nephew. Go ahead and show me. But when you get done, just make sure you save me a piece.
Just a whole big shindig that needs to be exposed.
I don't know what it is that you going on about, but it's not going to distract us from the fact that you out here making a feast sandwich, fam. This is surpassed big back activity. This is a prodigious posterior pastime. So I hope the second surgery went well. You know, maybe next time you can take him to do a one-on-one cage match with the Undertaker.
Watch out, Dean's right behind you. Watch out, Dean.
Jeez Louise.
Oh yeah, when you make a white man say "Jeez Louise," boy, he fed up. There was just so many other options that you could have taken other than just, recording the situation. You could have went and grabbed Dean. If that was going to take too much, you could have just closed the oven. You know, it ain't like the man had his hands full or nothing, fam. But by all means, keep recording.
Candied honey bun.
You must not like your legs. Eating diabetes on a stick, talking about a candied honey bun. A honey bun already candied. That's crystallized heart disease right there, fam. Goodness gracious, it sounds like you eating an icicle.
Which organ produces insulin in the human body?
Well, I guess I'm gonna start eating vegetables. Yeah, I suggest y'all do the same, fam. Because if you get sick, you cooked. Oh yeah, y'all might as well go and turn them scrubs in, bro. I majored in art and science, and I answered faster than that.
What do you do for a living?
I'm a sailor.
And let that be the last date, because if you go on the second one, it's gonna be on Dateline NBC. He killed people. Don't no normal person do nothing like that. You know what, brother man? I just want to let you know I appreciate you. You know, lately I just been on edge. Been ready to crash out. I mean, I've been doing all this begging and ain't nobody gave me a piece. I'm a good dude. I was raised right, big on respect. I treat others the way I want to be treated. But, you know, they always told me if you do good, good will come to you. Ain't no good came to me. Make you question if being a good dude was really worth it after all. But then I came across this video and I'm not gonna lie, it spoke to me because when I seen that piece of sheetrock disguised as a piece of cake on that plate, boy, that made me want to go find my piece. So I appreciate you, man. I'm gonna put some on your books.
What country has the best food in the world?
I'm gonna have to say England.
England. I guess there is a first time for everything. That type of answer deserves a follow-up question like, what other foods have you tried? You know, because I feel like you just had to be born and raised in England and never ate anything else to say such a blasphemous statement.
Boyfriend loves 3 things: football, fried chicken,
and guys. You know, dudes, fellas, seniors, gentle, and preferably, ungentlemen. I don't know what it is that goes off in a person's brain, but the moment they hear that you ran track, they immediately want to race, fam. They just think they can beat you for some reason. I know that all track and field athletes ain't cut from the same fabric, but I'm definitely cut from that one that's different, okay? You're not beating me. Not no day-to-day civilian. It's professional athletes that can't beat me in a race, and I'm out of shape, fam. Like, if you want your hamstrings and your quadriceps and calf muscles to stay intact, you better stay away from me. Buddy must be beefing with a patrol of stormtroopers. I mean, I see the murderous intent, but the accuracy ain't all there. For you to be saying, please spin back, you must know they ain't got no aim. You better hope they ain't patched the game, because it looked like they was hip firing last time, but if they learn how to aim down sights, you cook. I bet your guardian angel probably got an attitude, boy. It was supposed to be his off day, and you got to please spin back. Now you got to go into overtime.
Quick little recommendation. Don't come to Idaho if you're any darker than white.
My brother, I think we was all trying to figure out why you was in Idaho, okay? You ain't need no recommendation. You need to take your own advice. You need to leave, okay? That place ain't for us. Idaho, fam? I don't even mentally acknowledge that Idaho exists because I ain't going there. The only thing brown accepted in Idaho is a potato. Yeah, I think them beers affected your judgment because you couldn't have taught me into going down that slide in any direction. That slide so rusty it could have sponsored Lightning McQueen. Like a piece of tetanus tainted sandpaper. Like, I know that had to itch when you got done. You probably gonna need a shot. You know, for a second, I thought Adam Sandler was training to be a Baki character, but nonetheless, it's impressive, fam. I mean, with grip like that, you could probably climb air. That don't even make sense, dog. You could probably play tug of war with emotional strings. So she was saying that it was a guy staring at her, and then he walked up to her and said, "I love your cultural garb." And that's what she had on. And I mean, I'm not saying he was right, but like you do look like you be wading in the water a little bit. Like, you might not know nothing about the Underground Railroad, but you definitely know about a freeway to freedom, if you get what I'm saying. Like, you supposed to be on a $20 bill, if I'm being honest with you, fam. Like, you definitely know how to make syrup at the very least.
Okay, I made 2 dinners because I couldn't.
I don't know what she on, but if you sell it, you can get rich because it worked. Okay, well, she out of here, fam. She's no longer with us. She hired in Howie Mandel's hairline, and he bald. That's indefinite, fam.
You ever seen chicken skin used to wrap something?
Nah, I can't say that I have. Probably because it looks like you deep frying a white man's scrotum, but what do you even ask for when you go to the restaurant to get this? Can I get the family jewels, you know, the deep fried nutsack? Good Lord, boy, that sounds like a Looney Tunes gunfight. You know you desensitized to the nonsense when the first thing that comes to your mind in a situation like this is, boy, what is they shooting? Y'all got an unusual arsenal of weaponry, fam. Y'all not even supposed to have stuff like that. Like, what could have happened at a swimming pool that have made you pull out a switch, fam? A switch? You pull out a switch at a pool. You probably can't even swim. And you know how to, come on, dog. It's not cool, man. I know nobody want to say it because it ain't popular. You know, you ain't going to be gangster if you ain't shooting somebody because you done got upset. But shoot the hands. Do that. Y'all box. Put the gloves on. Box. Shake hands after and go about y'all business, bro. Yeah. Y'all probably done shot 42 innocent people that's down the street that ain't even the ones you aiming at. Like, y'all don't even go to the range to practice. Like, come on, fam. Y'all got to do better, bro. Yeah, go ahead and pick your phone up, fam. You thought you was gone. It's all right. It's all right. If you feel bad right now, just think about how he feel when they got loose.
Powerful wind.
Oh, boy, them folks lucky that wasn't me up there. Yes, sir. Y'all thought that flash storm was bad? Imagine walking outside with no umbrella. You getting pelted by a plethora of projectiles. You like, man, pow. You know what I'm saying? They hitting you. Pow, 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 pow. It's raining hard as shit. Oh, my. Buddy, that's not what it's like to get hit by a boxer. That's what it's like to get hit in the liver. Okay, he didn't have to do you like that, fam. I used to pride myself in not get hit in the face in the squabbles, fam. I thought I was Floyd Money Mayweather until the fateful day I found out what it's like, too, to get hit in the liver. It make your body reboot, fam. It ain't nothing worse than get hit in your liver. I'd rather get hit in my temple and go to sleep and wake up later on to find out that I can't duck too good than get hit in the liver again.
You're offered $1.5 million to do a line of coke. What you doing?
Now, when you say coke, are we talking about Coke or like Coca-Cola? Because I do the Coca-Cola without no follow-ups. But if we talking about Coke, then number one, I want to know, are we going to be getting the good stuff from the 80s, or are we talking about that new stuff that might have a little fent in it? Because if we talking about the new stuff, then I'm not fent to do that, yeah. Because if you snort that Snow White, you're going to find out the hell hot. And then last but not least, is this a 1.5 per line, or... Now, this really make you think, don't it? Cause that's a grown man. What would, you know what I mean? Why would you, you know what I'm saying? And so, like, that makes me wonder, are statues just getting assaulted throughout the day and we just ain't paying no attention to it? Cause that would actually make a lot more sense. Cause y'all ever seen them Greek statues, bro, that usually got the meat hanging out, and then every once in a while you'll come across one and the ding dong be gone. I wonder if...
Does anyone else get as excited as I do when you see beautiful white cotton?
Well, I can't say that I do, but I'm just picking, figuratively.
A Houston woman's butt caught on fire after the seat heater in her car overheated and...
You know, ladies, I feel like this is a good sign for y'all to stop. You know what I mean? And I'm not telling you not to do what you want to do to make yourself feel better. But if you're doing it for somebody else's validation, I think I can speak for most people when I say we never liked them. All right, y'all be out here looking like fire ants, fam, disproportionate. Y'all got the Barbie booty. It be stiffer than church pants. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, just love yourself a little bit. I can love you flat backed and love you enough to go to the gym with you and get you right. But getting the biohazard booty just not, you know, financially responsible or safe for your health.
I have another yeast infection. You know what that means? It's time to start baking.
You know, I just feel like that statement should never be said with that much enthusiasm. But the fact that you decided to go bake after finding out that news lets me know that you're a different type of person. The kind that can't even learn from their own mistakes.
And if you don't know what that is, it's women who come to Dubai and get pooped on.
It's a lot to unpack here, because like if you ask an elementary school kid what they want to be when they grow up, a porta potty is the kind of answer you would expect to get, but she fully grown. And I know they say it ain't right to judge people on how they make a living, but you know, I'm okay with not being right sometimes. Like, that's crazy, fam. But honestly, after a while, I sat there and thought about it. It's not all that crazy, because she said she go to Dubai to get pooped on for $50,000. You know what I mean? 50 racks to get pooped on. I know people that work in the medical field to get pooped on for $32 an hour. So it's like, it's really not that wild.
What do you bathe with when you're taking a shower?
You know, I think the funniest part about this whole debate is when you find somebody that bathes with just their hand, you know, and you try to, you know, work the math through them, you know. When you brush your teeth, do you use a toothbrush? I hope. You know what I mean? When you do your dishes, don't you use like a rag or a sponge or something? Absolutely. When you wash your car, there's an assortment of objects that you use to clean that, right? But then when it gets to your body, bare hands, huh? It was one chick that said, if I ever had a rag touch my butt, I'd burn it. But she still got two functioning hands. Like, that's crazy, fam. And I just, I gotta sit there and think about what it's like to be in a room with you, because I just know you probably smell like a drenched memory. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just wet yesterday. I got nothing, bro. I don't know why y'all looking at me. I was in the comment section doing detective work like Bruce Wayne, but I ain't found out nothing. They in there talking about Inosuke. I don't know if y'all ever watched Demon Slayer, but Inosuke, you know, he a character that wears this hog mask, and you know, he a dude, but when he take the mask off, he kind of look like a girl. So that's probably what they meant. But I don't know, bro. Like, is that a handsome sister or a beautiful brother? Either way,
And then adjust your feet. Put them. You need to.
I haven't seen this many bad ideas in one video in a long time. Why was these the two contestants they chose for this advanced trust fall? I don't know. Grandpa on the right got a pair of African-American Ninja Turtle feet on for shoes. I didn't even know those was in stock, fam. Then they elderly. In about 5 minutes, both their knees finna have war flashbacks, fam. It's like when you sit on the toilet too long and you got your pants wrapped around your legs, but they legs finna go to sleep like a hot chick at a Kazi party after taking a sip.
Yeah, y'all youngsters don't know nothing about that.
And we gonna keep it that way, Unc. Y'all got it? Yeah. Y'all must have thought of this back in the day when they still put Coke in the Coca-Cola. Well, put some salty peanuts in the beverage. Well, that can't be good. That snake might be the reincarnation of Scrappy Doo, bro. I ain't never seen no snake shadow boxing before. He said, let me at him, put him up. Boy, this whole video just tripping me out, dog. Especially the little maneuver he doing afterwards, bro. It's like he's hypnotizing me.
Thought it was okay for me to do porn was because I thought no one would ever find out about it.
You know, that don't make sense for so many reasons, but I feel like the main one is just like getting into that thinking that nobody was going to find out. The only way people wouldn't find out is if you sucked at your job. And you sucked at your job, so people find out about it.
I gave that woman 16 years of my life. She gonna have a baby on me with my granddaddy. Out of everybody.
That was so trifling. Buddy had to walk away to protect his peace. Boy, you almost stressed him out. He walked away like that was contagious. You know that little noise it make when you go bowling and you let go of that ball and it connect with the lane for the first time? That's what that sounded like. Yeah, she got CTE now, for sure. Went for a backhand spring and ended up with a dome dent. Ah, that poor child. I'm after guide her soul to the crossroads.
That's what it is. Best hands in the world.
Best in the world? If you eat them, you're going to get a chance to see what the ones in the afterlife taste like, bro. You out here making sugar with yam seasoning. Oh, that got so much sugar in it, if you defecated in a crush, you can make sweet potato pie. Now, I know you probably didn't mean to throw trash juice all over me. I mean, why would anybody do that? It was an accident. Accidents happen, right? Just like your death. You gonna die on accident when that dumpster hit you across your head 42 times accidentally. You slip. That is crazy. You can't even make no mistake like that, fam. I must do time. I'm not gonna lie, as an introvert, I see this as a sign that I wasn't supposed to go outside today. You know what I mean? Like, that's the kind of pain that changed the course of your whole day. He definitely canceled his plans. You could tell by the way he walked, boy. His brain said, rerouting.
If you could only communicate using one word for the rest of your life, what word would you pick?
Now, just take your time and think about it, because I'm not gonna front it. It really is only one acceptable answer. And that's your own name. You gotta walk around this drunk like you a Pokemon, fam, okay? Use that group method and say your name in different fonts, because if you pick something else, it might backfire. Boom, 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 thugs and hungry, boom, boom, boom. Tell me what that nigga do, he chewing on the bone, boom, boom. He chewing on the bone.
It's easy.
The devil is a lie. He talking about it's easy. Yeah, you can say that when you done trained for it already. You put the time in. I'll never forget, bro. My uncle had some nunchucks back in the day, and I found them. And like most black families, we love the martial arts movies. I used to watch all of them, even the ones where they'd talk and their mouth start moving after the fact. They'd be like, hi. You know what I'm saying? So like, bro, I'm watching the films, you know, the Bruce Lee movies. I'm thinking I'm Bruce Leroy. I had the nunchucks. I'm going in. I tried to get flashy with it. Jumped in the air, went between the legs, right to the testicles, bro. Yeah, pretty sure I stunted my growth that day. I was under 5 foot to my sophomore year of high school. You know, for you to fall off, that means at one point in time you had to be on. You know, and when you on, that really just means that at one point in time, you was off. And when you off, you really learning that process of how to get on. You know, you improving yourself, you learn, and eventually you can get good enough to where you can get back on whenever you feel like it. You know what I'm saying? Because you got the knowledge and the expertise. And at one point, you'll be able to get on and stay on. And that's just one of them lessons that I had learned from your mom. Because, you know, sometimes you can get too good at staying on. And, well, that's how you got here, son.
Please place your organic breasts into the bagging area.
She said that like she caught a glimpse mid-sentence, boy. She was taken aback by the calcium cannons. But he got hit so hard, he got turned into an anime antagonist. Boy, he got stolen on. He said, finally, a worthy opponent. Is that all you got? I hope not, because now I'm going to use my true power. Catastrophic failure? That looked like Galactus took a bite out of it and wasn't satisfied. But what happened to the road? I don't know how y'all gonna fix that. And I just feel like the person recording might not be the brightest. Because why would you walk closer to the edge of it? It's just gonna collapse like that. You know, this is kind of like watching somebody cook a recipe that didn't have any measurements. You know what I mean? Like, you just had to have it in you to know how it was supposed to turn out. Y'all just didn't have it in you. Yeah, y'all talking about respond. You better hope the response is a tutorial, because it's not looking good, fam. This was actually hard to watch. Like, I ain't never even been in a band, and I'm baffled by the suggestion that it was even a competition to begin with. First of all, my intrusive thoughts wouldn't allow me to be on this road. And secondly, I be spacing out sometimes when I'm driving. If I do that, I'm cooked, boy. Mess around and wake up at a Tupac meet and greet. But you telling me y'all got $1 million highway on the cliffside and didn't nobody think to put no rails on it? I'd hate to see what the ones that cost a couple thousand look like. You know, for most people, this right here would have been the icing on the cake. This would have sent them over the edge. A long day at work and your ceiling fall in when you come home, fam. But see, that wasn't enough for me. No, what got it for me was after all of that had happened, man, the fire alarm had the nerve to beat. Boy, that would have done it. I tell you what, because I done had my ceiling fall in on my head before. When I was growing up, my ceiling used to fall in randomly. But it's not that bad. You just get sheetrock and replace it. But, you know, in this situation where you stay in an apartment complex, I mean, fam, you should have at least stood under it and got a check. Oh, you ain't sleep. I know what you're doing, boy. I know what you're doing. I ain't mad at you. Ain't got no but love for you. Do your thing, boy. Get you paid. Now, if you know me, you know I hate flies. So this is great news. You know what I'm saying? Like, I hate flies so much. I made a long form video about how much I hate flies. That's crazy, fam. And now I understand why they always trapped in the windowsill, passed out like your drunk friend after a long night. Like, the only thing I'm trying to figure out now is why they've been selling these bright blue fly swatters. I've been out here wasting my money for nothing. I could have been hitting them with the white power.
What do y'all think is the #1 hardest boss fight ever made?
Just to list off some of the games that I done beat. I done beat Elden Ring, Dark Souls 3. I beat Lies of P. I beat Sekiro. I beat Sifu. I beat Crow in Old School Def Jam. Like, bro, if you name it, I done beat it for the most part. And by far the worst boss fight. And I only say this because I had to take a break in between the failures to get the dub. And I only recently beat the boss, bro. Isaac Frost in Fight Night Champion. You talk about a fight where dude just got plot armor, basically, but has no stamina bar. He got infinite strength, and he chases you the whole time. Like, the fight's so bad in the first few rounds, there's not even a possibility for you to win. It just says survive until round 3. Bro, what? You in the ring with prime Mike Tyson on steroids, and they say just survive for 3 rounds with him chasing you, throwing hooks and uppers? Come on, fam. That's got to take the cake.
Folks, you can't make fun of white people for not seasoning their food if you eat at Cane's.
Now, y'all knew I was finna pop up because if I see Raising Cane slander, I participate. The recipe is simple. Just like their chicken recipe, flour and fry. That's all they do. That chicken plain like a broad area of relatively flat land. And that's plain. Literally, if you don't know geography. But that's not why we're here, because we always talk about how white people don't know how to season their food. And yeah, I know, down south, white people be knowing how to get down in the kitchen. But, bro, let's talk about the black folks that season their food too much, acting like they the seasoning sergeant. Don't even be knowing what be in the seasonings half the time, fam. You done put 14 variations of garlic powder in your food because you done use 18 all cover all seasons in one meal, bro. Like you done put Tony Chachere's and Sazon and Slap Your Mama, Old Bay, Steak Season, like all of these combined joints, and you wonder why your blood pressure on Snoop Dogg high as hell. Come on, fam. That don't make no sense. Cut it out.
This is the Ishima Ohashi Bridge in Japan. It is located in West Japan over Lake Nakami.
I don't know why you trying to give out directions and coordinates to the Ishima Ohashi Bridge. That looked more like the Ishima shit. I ain't going nowhere near bridge to me. You lost me as soon as I seen the elevation on that bad boy. Then you said there was water down there too? I'll pass, fam. That's just too much longitude and not enough latitude for me. If it was more latitudinal, you know what I'm saying? Latitudinal, I would have thought about it. But just imagine being in traffic trying to go up that, you know what I mean, in a manual transmission vehicle. Like, bro, what? Yeah, I'd rather jump off in that lake and die.
Someone said that this is hard to say if you're from the South. I have a very...
Now, see, when I'm in Mississippi, bro, you know, my accent probably a lot worse, but I had moved to Kansas for like a year, and then I stayed in OKC for like 3. And in that time frame, my accent really died down a little bit, and then I became like a vocal chameleon because I met these people from all over the United States and other countries, and I kind of picked up their accent a little bit, and it all just blended together, and now I got my own, you feel what I'm saying? So I'm going to say it the way that I would say it, and then I'm going to say it the way that I know it's supposed to be said. So, you know, if you just ask me on a regular day, just say, 5 bowls of boiling oil. 5 bowls of boiling oil, but 5 bowls of boiling oil. Oh, God, that's disgusting. Yeah. 5 bowls of boiling oil. That's the right way to say it. I don't care what nobody says. I don't mean to sound disappointed when I say this, but why you not dead? I mean, it was cool that you jumped in the air like that and looked like Patrick Star for a second, bro. I could pause the video and like read the comments and still see you up there, but it's like, I mean, a belly flop already hurt. The water was about as deep as a conversation between 2 idiots, you know what I mean? So like, how'd you survive? Look, I'm going to just shoot it to y'all straight. I didn't hear enough screams at the end to make me not want to do it. I'm going to go down there at least 5 times.
I don't know why, but like hanging out with like a quiet friend all the time, it makes you seem cool. As the quiet friend, I can tell you that it absolutely makes you more cool because I'm way more picky about who I call my friend. And to me, it's just not an empty statement, you know. So for me to hang with you, I really got to think highly of you, even just to go out my way to talk to you. Because to be honest with you, I like being by myself. You know what I mean? So, you know, when I'm first around a person, I ain't going to have too much to say because I'm too busy reading you. You know, I'm trying to see how you maneuver and how you treat other people, you know, figuring out your character. Then once I deem you good people, oh, it's going to be hard to get me to shut up. You know, I'll be talking all the time. But if we go out somewhere and we around other people that I don't know, oh, yeah, I'm going to be quiet. But when they leave, I'll be talking again. But, I mean, it depends, though. If I'm around them long enough, eventually I'll open up, but not too much.
What is it? Josh, I'm making a pineapple, mayonnaise, and cheese sandwich.
You know it's bad when I can't even say that's white people stuff because I refuse to believe anybody would want to eat this. This right here is the kind of sandwich that the struggle couldn't even justify. Like, I know firsthand what it's like to be in poverty. You know, when you're in poverty, you just eat what you got access to, and you get fancy with it sometimes. You try to make something out of nothing, but the struggle ain't hard enough, sister. I would have ate some sleep before I would have thought of doing this. Like, that right there is blasphemy on white bread. Wait, hold on, man. You tell me this wasn't just a core moment? Like, we wasn't all doing this? I thought this was just part of the process. Like, you go to school and you be in the cafeteria and you do that. You know what I mean? But just like every day I get on the internet now, I'm finding out that I might be autistic or had ADHD or something like that, man. Like, to me, I thought I was doing it because it just sounded cool. It sounded like I was making a beat low-key. It was like, ta-ta-ta-ta, all my life I had to fight, nigga. Jesus Christ. Oh! Now, how you let that little dog make you start falling in Mississippis? I'm talking about 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. Don't concussion.
Show me what $100 worth of food looks like for you where you live.
Alright, so boom, you know what I'm saying? We vegetarian around here. We got some of that high quality greens on the plate. This not even off brand. This is the same stuff the cows be eating for sure. Then we got the Nature Valley granola garnish. That's actually not Nature Valley. That's too expensive. This is the HEB version. We got a little snack. Everybody like a snack. Dorito. Then we got the starches. You need the starches. And then this right here for, you know, after the fact, when your breath gonna be kicking because it's a delicious meal, you gonna get that in you. And this costs extra too. So, bony African feet.
My favorite nut.
Oh yeah, that'll be the day. Buddy look like Roadhog from Overwatch, bro. That'll be the day that Evil Wilbur become breakfast, lunch, din, and Thanksgiving. Yeah, we finna have bacon, ham, and pork chops with extra gravy.
Really, that could be anything, so then I decided to try using the death whistle.
Now, let me just break down to y'all what's taking place. So, Buddy didn't believe in skinwalkers, right? So he got the bright idea to ask the natives, what are the do's and don'ts for having an encounter with skinwalkers? And then went on to do all the don'ts. Now, at this point, are we really surprised? I mean, he's, you know what I'm saying? They be curious, janky. So he go out there and start playing around with it. Ain't nothing happening. So then he got the bright idea. He says, you know what? I'm going to use a death whistle. Now, I'm not familiar with the death whistle. I just heard it for the first time. Could you imagine that you out in the woods, right? You chilling, you camping with your family, and then all of a sudden, you hear the death whistle. But that's absolutely terrifying. I don't know if he found out, if he believed in skinwalkers, but I guarantee you that camper that was close by, they definitely know that they real now.
You're not in the U.S. anymore, and back in Canada. This is a large wing.
A large wing? More like a huge disappointment. They put a hummingbird peck on a chicken bone and sold it to you for full price. Brother, y'all walking around with that fungus, fam? Y'all walking around with that Super Mario mushroom? Boy, y'all beyond cooked, y'all broiled. Goodness gracious, brother. Next time, just hand me the wok and you keep the plate. I ain't complaining though, but you know, Chipotle been getting a lot of steam lately, and I feel like if they went and recruited this individual to their establishment, he could really ramp up the customer satisfaction rates, you know what I'm saying? Because he really focuses on getting that customer their piece, and people like Earl, they appreciate that.
Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
And I thought it was weird to have people saying happy birthday to you, but this right here, it take the cake. This don't even sound like a celebration. This sound like a summoning, fam. It's like y'all doing a ritual to bring Pop's spirit back to celebrate the occasion.
What kind of movie haven't you done that you still want to do? I haven't done porno.
You know, when we said make another Nutty Professor, that's just not what we meant. That's actually a crazy thing to think about, fam. Eddie Murphy doing, yeah, okay. Hercules. That's wild, fam. Like, hey, I like that shoulder. That is a nice shoulder. Oh, she gonna cry in the car on the concrete, and rightfully so. That look like it hurt it with an ED on the end of it, fam. Like, it's gotta be more to the story though, cause ain't no way she did her like that. They like they was on the same team. True, with friends like that, who need enemies, right? Oh, my bad, fam. I didn't know my gym had a Smith and Rippin attachment, but that man in there doing a set of Second Amendments, boy. Talk about functional training. He got there getting ready to run somebody's pockets. And see, it's situations like this why I can't be no parent yet, you know? And that's why I commend y'all, because when stuff like this happen, y'all know how to handle it properly. I ain't wired to do that right yet. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's either going to go one or two ways. Either somebody going to be short a child, or a child going to be short a parent. You know what I mean? Because somebody going to have to get the consequences. I ain't going to have the time to think and rationalize about how I should go about it. But what I do know is that you probably should have raised your kid better. And so I'm going to fix that problem. Hey, matter of fact, I'll take little buddy in and raise him myself. But you a gunner. You know what I mean? So, you know, to all the parents out there, bro, you know, maybe one day I'm going to join y'all. But for now, I'm going to just enjoy being an uncle. Because to be honest with you, even if that was my nephew or my niece, you cooked.
$400, can you tell me what this tool is? That's correct.
Okay, but like, dude, that's literally not an Allen wrench. You need to give her her money back, bro. Okay, I'll explain it to you in simple terms. This is an Allen wrench. That is a double box-ended wrench. And okay, if you don't have those, then you have an adjustable wrench and, of course, regular wrench. But just note, all of these tools can be a hammer, but not all hammers can be these tools.
I know. Remember that show, Bait Car?
A bait Brinks is crazy work, fam. I'm not gonna lie, but you gotta be a different breed of dumb to even try that, fam, because they probably got somebody sitting in the back with a bazooka ready to blow the last brain cell up out your head, fam. And you already done peeked in there, so that tell me that you ain't that smart to begin with. They always trying to take a picture of the food, fam. Why don't you just eat it? You just dropped the whole car note on that man's shoulder blade. Now you owe him a t-shirt. But the funniest part about this video is why the crowd instigating, talking about, oh, that would have made me crash out. I'm not going to lie. If I'm being completely honest, I'm not totally convinced that your boyfriend is a real person, but what I would like to know is why does it sound like you laughing with a massage gun in your throat?
Yeah, you see?
I'll never forget the first time I seen this happen in real life, bro, because I was a little kid. I live in Tennessee. I'm probably like 8 years old, man. I come outside and I seen some dogs just like that right there. And initially, I'm thinking, oh my God, cat dog. Like, that can't be real. So then I get closer and I realize, oh, they stuck together. Now I'm thinking that, you know, the neighbors done glued the dogs together or something like that. You know what I'm saying? This animal abuse, we need to call Peter. You know what I mean? But we got the bright idea. We got to pull them apart, fam. And at the time, I didn't know that you weren't supposed to do that. You know, obviously, I'm a kid. I ain't know no better. And then when we pulled them apart, we realized what, you know what I'm saying? Because, you feel me? And and I was like, oh. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They were doing that and that's what doggies do. But when they do that, if you see it, you should just leave them alone. They'll get unstuck eventually.
I'm about to go to bed.
And I'm letting y'all know right now, if I ever wake up and God done bless me with the ability to sing, oh, y'all ain't never gonna hear the end of it, fam. I'm talking about I'm gonna do everything different. But I'm gonna sneeze different because, you know, when you cooking and you get that Tony Sashers up in your nose, you sneeze, but you don't ever just sneeze one time. But I'm in the kitchen talking about some achoo, 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 ah. That's a sneeze right there, fam.
Now inside the pack, you see the juices. It's bubbling.
It's a bad idea. Why you got it in the plastic, fam? You trying to get your whole family cancer? Ain't you heard the song? I mean, I don't even listen to the artist, but I heard it. Rip me out the plastic. I've been acting brand new. Man, you better act like you know. That might be the greatest stick gun I ever seen in my life, bro. You know, that really made me think back to my childhood. Like, if I would have had that, I probably could have saved that dude from getting kidnapped in front of me. But all I had on me at the time was a stick and Wesson. My shoulder was in shambles because I didn't warm up before I played Beat Saber on Extra Plus, and you just did a standing double backflip. Well, you different. You different. I ain't gonna lie. But on that first one, I thought your ankle had fell off the bone. But then you landed it and you walked off like you was a main character, like you did something cool. You did. You probably gonna get an old girl that be hot tilling on that thing. You know, now that I'm giving it a second thought, maybe I should redo the 5th grade, man. Like, I probably got a backpack somewhere, but like, for real, it's probably hard being a teacher to look like that, man. Because back in my day, you know what I'm saying, when I was in school, I ain't had no teachers that look like that, man. You know, that's why I could be bored in class. But I'm pretty sure attendance to her class A1 like steak sauce, but I wouldn't have learned nothing. I mean, she ain't there trying to teach us about math. I'm trying to learn about chemistry. Bro got into a cartoon accident, boy. But let's be real, though. That lamppost did kind of overreact, man. I mean, it was just a little bump.
Don't talk like one of them. You're not. Even if you'd like to be. To them, you're just a freak. Like me.